this is Tracey from Lavinia Stamps. We're going to be using our Brushos on our Multifarious card and using a combination of new stamps and old stamps. I've got my fan brush and I'm just going to basically just start by giving the background a nice yellow wash. Now I've got my heat gun at hand. I'm going to be drying as I'm sort of sprinkling the ink. So starting with this lovely yellow, and then I'm going to add some green, and I'm just going to start drying. Now as I start to dry, I'm going to start putting a little bit of water and this just gives us a nice sort of interesting background really. Then back to the yellow and a little bit more water. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that's nice and dry now. So we've got one of our new trees here. And I'm going to ink that up in the Nocturne. Okay. And then I'm just going to pop that down around about there and just give that a good press. And there we go. I chose a few little stamps here that I think goes really well with this tree. So we've got some lovely little houses. So again, I'm going to ink those up in the Nocturne. And then I'm just going to pop that down around about there. Give that a good press. And we've got our other little house here as well. These come in a set, by the way. And line that up and pop it down like so. So next I've got one of our masks here and I'm going to ground the image. So I'm just going to bob that over just so that the bottom's showing. And then this time I'm going to use Twilight. I've got my stencil brush here and I'm going to just sweep that over the top. And then go back to the black. And I'm just going to pop a little along the edge just to give it a little bit more depth. So I've still got ink on my brush and I'm going to sweep that over the top. And we've got our moon mask here. And I'm going to pop that round about there. And then taking the Uniball Signo, this is a great white pen, it's more like a paint, but it's so solid, the white. It's fabulous for going over like a dark background. It really does stand out. And then taking our pan pastels, and I'm going to use one of the applicators in the white, and I'm going to just butt up to the edge there, up to the white line. And then just take that all the way around. I'm going to pop a verse on. This is from our new range, and this time I'm going to ink up in the twilight. I'm going to stamp off first, and then I'm using it just to go along the edge of the card. And then I'm going back to the twilight, and I'm just going to go around the very edge of the card. Just giving it a little bit of depth so it pulls your eye into that centre. So that's your focal point, and just by going around the edge it really does draw your eye in. So we've got our little bit of foliage, and that comes in the set with the tree. And this time I'm going to ink up in Warm Breeze, and I'm just going to pop a few of these about, just hanging down. I think this is such a pretty stamp. You know, once you build up the layers, you could do it in lots of different colours. That would look nice. I'm just using the blue today though. So you get the idea of how well you can build that up and how full you can create the tree. I've got the Posca pens here, so I'm going to turn the lights on in the house just by dotting in the windows, like so. And then we've got our lovely white pen, and I'm just going to literally dot in and around like so. And then lastly, I'm going to use the Quickie glue pen, and I'm going to follow that lovely foliage hanging down and just dot, following the lines. And then let's go with fairy tales. And I'm just going to lightly sprinkle that over the top. Tap off. And I think that looks great. How it's followed all that lovely foliage there. Can you see that? I hope you can. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's demo. It's a really quick way to create a background just by using the Brushos and your fan brush and just add a little bit of water over the top. So quick, so easy. Take care guys, bye for now.